Okay, last time what we have studied the additions of algebraic expressions. Geometrically, we have done the perimeter. Suppose this is any shape, then we add the length of this one with this one, and this one. This is itself an algebraic expression. This is some constant. This was again algebraic expression. Even constant is also an algebraic expression. So we have done the addition of algebraic expression, and geometrically we have done the perimeter, because the addition gave you perimeter of different shapes. Even if you are doing any addition, you can keep in your mind that actually I am doing perimeter. That's happened because suppose you are adding 6 and 3 and 2 and 1. You have added 4 terms, so it means you are doing the addition, you are calculating perimeter of some type of shape. Okay, so you can understand like this. Now today we will do the multiplication of algebraic expressions, and you know where we have used the multiplication. You can remind, we have used multiplication operations in calculation of area. This is a shape with length, it's a rectangle actually. The length is 3x plus 4 and the width is 6. What will be the area of this shape?
It will be 3x plus 4 multiplied by 6.
3x plus 4 multiplied by 6. Great. So this will be the area. 6 multiplied it by 3x plus 4. But in mathematics, multiplication is used very widely. Therefore, mathematicians like to don't mention multiplication symbol. You can write 6 into 3x plus 4. Like if there is no symbol, just as I told you in 1g. 1g is actually g. If there is nothing written, actually it is 1. So if there is no algebraic operation, then actually you have to.
3x means 3 with 7.
Yes, actually. And we have to put this bracket. Who will tell me why? Why I have write down the bracket? Yeah.
Because 2 cannot stick with it.
No, that's not the reason.
Because the bracket stand for multiplication.
No. I will erase. If I will erase this bracket, suppose you are right. I erase this, then that is wrong. We have discussed. Let me remind you. When we were discussing chapter 6, I have formally told you why we use this bracket, why we need this bracket, and there was a separate session on this.
First, because we have to calculate inside the bracket, then.
Yes, actually this 6 is multiplying with this whole number. So if you will exclude bracket, this will mean that 6 is multiplying to 3x and then 4 is adding. Okay, so but it's not true. Yeah, so you have to use bracket. You have to know these things, where you have to use the things. Okay. Now here what I have done, again the same shape, but I have converted into two different shapes, 2 different rectangles. This is rectangle A, this one is rectangle B. The length of this rectangle is 3x, the width is same. The length of this rectangle is 4 and the width of this rectangle is same. Now tell me the area of shape A. 3x multiplied by 6 plus what is the area of B?
4 multiplied by 6 is 24.
4 multiplied it by 6 for right now. Now look here. Is this shape and this shape are the same or not? They are the same shape actually. If there is some problem in drawing, it's different thing, but actually they are the same. Now one shape can have only one area. It is not possible that a shape can have 20 centimeter square area and 21 centimeter square area. I mean to say, this is the area of this shape and this one is also the area of this shape. It means this thing and this thing will be equals to each other. You understand this thing or not? So let me write this thing. 6 multiplied it by 3x plus 4 is equal to 3x multiplied it by 6 plus 4 multiplied it by 6. It's a beautiful result. Who can tell me where is result? And we have proved this result with the help of geometry. Who will tell me please? Zuhair, I'm expecting that you will reply me. What is this? Can you please define this thing in your own words, in your own terms? What we have done actually.
You have many expressions.
Not good. There is some beautiful philosophy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is the x after 6 the multiplication sign or the x?
This is x, not multiplication. This is x.
So after 6.
This is multiplication. Okay, we will exclude it. We don't need it. Now, you. Why? What are you doing? Please. Look here. Inside bracket, one is this term, one is this term, and between them, they are joined together with the help of plus. And here is this, I use the terminology, this is outsider, they are insiders. Okay, so inside there are two terms, and they are joined together with some operation plus. And here, there is one outside, there is one term outside which is 6, and this is combined with this whole expression with the help of multiplication operation. Now, this thing is equal to this thing. What is here? This one is the inside first term, then multiplication with 6, then we have written this term, and the second term, and the outsider multiplication. Yeah, please.
Sir, why do you multiply 4 by 6?
It is from here. What is the area of this rectangle?
Oh, the area? 4 times 6.
Yeah, so I have written from here.
Oh.
Okay, now look here. This is a beautiful formula. If you have A outside and B is another term and C is another term, so it will always be equal to A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. And this one is the proof. You got this thing? One thing is just to memorize the thing. One is when you get an idea why it's happening. That's really important.
Actually, I understood it before, but I was confused between the two x's between 3 and 6. I thought both of them are x's. Now I know that one of them is an x and one of them is a multiplication sign.
Okay. I don't know, are you are making some joke or serious? Okay, let me do some problem on this thing. This is really important. 5 and 2. You got this thing? Anyone have any problem in this? So here you have problem? You were absent, I think, in some previous lectures. Last week, okay. You have any problem? Let me erase it. The problem is point the value expand or point the value of 4 into 5a minus 2. This is example. 4 into 5a minus 2. Now use the same thing which we have right now derived with the help of geometry. What will be the value of this one, Abdul Hadi? We have done right now. If A is multiplication with B and C, then this will multiply with this, and we will use this operation, and then this with this. Tell me. Great. 4 multiplied by 5a. Great. That's really appreciated. So 4 multiplied by 5a minus 4 multiplied by 2, and this become 4 multiplied by 5 is how much? 20. So 20a minus 8, and this, yeah.
The 4 does not have an A, so how can you multiply?
Again?
The 4 also does not have an A, like 5A. So how can you multiply it?
We are not adding. Actually, look here. Suppose 4, this is 5, and a is any number. A is actually some unknown. Suppose fix in your mind it is equal to 2. Now you can write this as 20 multiplied it by 2. You can write it as 4 multiplied by 10. The same answers you will get. So there is no trouble in this. They're not. We are not adding this. We are just multiplying them. You got this thing? Anyone have problem? Okay. And now just go to exercise, and I'm particularly my particular interest is in part D. Question 1, part D. Just see it. One and part D. Exercise 14.2. The shape is like this: d by 2 minus 3, d by 2, d by 2 minus 3, and this one is 4. Okay, now who will tell me what is the area of this rectangle? Ahmed Musa.
Yes, sir.
What is the area of this rectangle? Huh?
I can't see the board.
You can't see the board? Because of glasses?
Yes, sir.
You can come here. Take your chair. Come here. You could told me before. Okay. Anyone other? Yeah, you. 4 multiplied by? We will use the bracket, or either we will use separately. So area is equal to 4 multiplied it by d by 2 minus 3. Now we will use the same thing. 4 multiplied it by d by 2 minus 4 multiplied it by 3. Okay, this is 12, but what to do with this term? Can anyone please suggest me? You can remind the story of the d is the price of 1 kg of apples. Then use the same philosophy and tell me what is the answer of this. 1 minute. Let's hear answer. Yeah.
No, we can't find the answer because these are
No, there is no answer. I'm just asking the answer of this term, not the whole. Not in decimal, in fractions, tell me. The answer is not in decimal actually. Yeah, you. Rayan, you have any idea about this? What is the answer of 4 multiplied by d by 2? You, wait, you have any idea how to do it with this problem? Abdullah Sagir? Yeah, you. It is 20? Yeah, the answer is 2d, but why?
Yeah, because like 4 multiplied by d is 4d divided by 2.
So why it is 2d?
Because you're multiplying 4.
Can you explain to the class why it is 2d?
Because like you're multiplying 4 with d.
These students only know the apples. They don't know any algebra. Keep in mind. It is 2d, but why? Yeah.
D multiplied by 3. Oh, sir! D multiplied by 4 over 2 equals to 1.
Okay, now you.
Sir, like the last time what we did was we made the denominator same, so we can do 4 times 2 divided by 2, right?
No.
So we can make the denominator same as the
Now that was when we were adding the terms. I'm just asking the answer of this thing right now. Okay, look here. Suppose D is the price of 1 kg of apples. Then 4D will become 4. Understand? So, when you will divide the price of 4 kg of apples by 2, it will give you. Now again in the other sense. Now, first of all, consider this thing and after that one. This is the price of half kg. Now, when you will make the price of half kg of apples 4 times, then how much you have to pay? The price of 2 kg of apples. So therefore, this is 2D. And we made a formula. We can do 2. So this is actually, yeah, look here, 4 is actually 2 multiplied it by 2. So do the factorization of this. If this thing is appeared, just cancel with each other. This is actually 2. So we write like this in maths, there is no problem. This is called cancellation law. So cancel with this. You got this idea?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure, but it said, no, it's the second one. I got the same answer, but in a different way.
Yeah, please explain it. From there you can explain it.
So, for example, D.
Yeah.
Okay?
Great.
D equals to 1. You know why? Because if you add D plus 2D equals 3D. Right?
Okay.
Okay, so if D equals 1, then that means this will equal to 1 over 2. And 1 over 2 equals to 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do 4 times 0.5
Mm-hmm.
equals to 0.
Okay, but you have used d equal to 1. This was the first condition, which is actually not general concept. I mean to say, you have particularized this thing. When you like conditions the thing, that may not be true for the general cases. So when you are discussing, it's good. You have an attempt. I appreciate your efforts, but it's a particular example. So. Okay, now I will not repeat the apples again and again. We will use this, we will factorize this, and we will cancel with each other. R2 multiply, actually 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, so 2 will come here and like this. Just like you can bring 2 here, just divide 4 by 2 and d is as it is. You can do, you can understand this thing in so many sense, okay? Now, go to problem 2. Here is a triangle. You have write down this in your notebook. You don't want to write. Why?
I can do it.
Okay, do it by yourself. Otherwise, write down. So here, why you didn't write it? Write down. My dear, write down this. Quickly write down. Triangle 2 problem number 2. This is a triangle whose height is h plus 4 and the length is x. That's it. We have to find the following right angle triangle has an area of pi. The area is given already. The area of this is 5h plus 20. Okay. Now, who will tell me the area formula? Zikriya. What is the formula of the area of a triangle? Area of a triangle. Great. Multiplied by length, multiplied by base, multiplied by height. Great. So the area is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied it by base multiplied it by height. For height I write down h only, but capital H because you will confuse with the other h. And b for the base we will use b. What is the base?
X.
So 1 over 2 multiplied it by x multiplied it by h plus 4. You got this thing? Okay. Now look here. This is the area which we have calculated.
Why is there like 1 by 2 multiplied by x multiplied by What's the third x for?
No, it's multiplication.
H plus 4, it's not it's,
Before the h.
this is multiplication, my dear.
Come on. So why did you put brackets for h plus 4?
Yeah, that's good question. Because we have first you have to add h in 4, then you have to multiply. So keep in mind this thing. This is really important, and do some practice on this thing. Okay, this was the area which we have calculated. This was the area which is already given by the book. This is also the area of this triangle, and this one is also the area of this triangle. So they will be the same, because it is not possible for a shape to have two areas. Okay, so let me equalize it for my solution. So it will become 1 over 2 multiplied by x multiplied by h plus 4 equal to 5h plus 20. And you can okay, now this thing, when you multiply this thing with 2, you get this thing. Understand or not? With 1 over 2, sorry, not with 2. Like when you multiply 1 over 2 with 8, what you get?
4.
So this thing is then equal to this multiplied it by this. This is normal observation. You understand this thing or not? So we can multiply this 2 to this side, and we normally write in mathematics multiplying both sides by 2. So this is also true. If you will multiply 2 here, this will cancel with this and this will come here. So you can interpret this in either way. So we will write x multiplied it by or x into h plus 4 equal to 2 into 5h plus 20. Got it? Okay, now look here. If a into b plus c is equal to a multiplied by b plus a multiplied by c, then this thing is also equal to this thing. Like left is right, right is left. Okay, so I can write this thing as 2 5 multiplied by h and plus 4 multiplied by 5. You understand this thing or not? 5 multiplied by h. Now look here, 5h plus 4 multiplied by 5. I can write it as 5 multiplied by h plus 4. Because of this thing, a into b plus c, which we have. The whole lesson is actually on that thing. Okay, so I will put 5 outside. Understand or not? So this will become 2 and multiplied it by 5 and h plus 4. Okay. You got this thing or not? You got this thing?
Yeah.
Now again, divide both sides by h plus 4. We have learned the formula. We can divide both sides by, because of the concept, this one. If this is this, then this multiplied by this is actually this thing. So actually we can say we multiplied it both sides by 2, because when you will multiply both sides by 2, you will get the same result. Understand? So divide by both sides by h plus 4. Then what will remain here?
Okay, so it will be like x plus h plus 4. X plus h.
Let me do it in another way if you are troubling. If you are troubling, then let me do it on another way. Like 3 multiplied it by 4 multiplied it by 2, okay, is equal to 12 multiplied it by 2. Understand? So if you will cancel this with this, then again it will be the same. 3 multiplied by 4 is. So from both sides of the equality, if there is some fixed term which is repeating on both sides, so you can cancel with each other. The remaining result will be the same. These things are very critical, and just please try to focus on these mentally. And if you got any confusion, just discuss with me yesterday. Even from 7:45 to 8:05, I'm free, so everyone can discuss metros with me. Yeah, you please.
Okay, so sir, you found the area, but
Wait, I didn't. I don't need to find the area. I need to find this x. What is the value of this x? Yeah, so I will cancel h plus 4 with h plus 4, so x will become 10. This is my final answer. Got it? If we have time or not? Abdul Hadi, we have time? 5 minutes left. Okay, let me do one problem. Yeah, go. Write down this quickly. See problem 3, I think I have given you, I have provided you before one worksheet, and the problem 3 and 4 are exactly like that. You will do these problems. Compound shapes. So you have done like this. In tomorrow lecture, I will do only problem 5, and then I will move forward to the next thing, which is fractions, decimals, and percentage.